Hello, this is Kelly Hanner, and I am your 2-star qualifying Diamond Beachbody Coach. This video is discussing the foundational groundwork of what a Beachbody Coach does. I'm going to be discussing the 3 vital behaviors. So this is video 1 of 3. What we're going to be discussing in this one is we'll talk about the concept of invite, invite, invite. So there are 3 vital behaviors of a coach. The first one, of course, is inviting. Second one we'll be discussing will be being a product of the product. And then the third one is being, doing your personal development. So with this one, what does inviting look like? For a lot of people, they get concerned. They're all of a sudden they become a coach and then they're afraid that they have to start selling. I do not sell, I share. And what I am inviting you to do is share with your friends, share with your family. And the only way to do that is you need to be prepared. You need to come up with a list. You're going to sit down and you're going to brainstorm. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and think about anybody you've ever encountered in your entire life. Friends, family, acquaintances, friends of family, people you played soccer with in grade school, the person that does your hair, the person that sold you a car, anybody that you've had somewhat of a relationship with, you're going to put them down. I don't care how big or how small the relationship is. Put them down on the list. And then from there, what you want to do is every day you are going to reach out to 3 to 5 people on that list. And so, how I do it is I operate a lot of my business straight from Facebook and Instagram. So if I don't have, say I take my list out and I don't have their number, so I can't text or call them, I'm going to Facebook them. So what you're going to do essentially is you're going to take your list and you're going to find the 3 people that you want to talk to. You're going to message them. And when you message them, you're not going to say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. Buy P90X off from me. You can get Shakeology too. No, you're not going to do anything like that. What you're doing here is you're creating a friendship. You're creating a relationship with these people. It doesn't matter how long you've been friends or how small of a friendship you actually have. You are going to create a really awesome friendship here. So what I do is, let's just say, for instance, there's a girl named Stephanie. And Stephanie is somebody I went to preschool with. And I haven't talked to Stephanie since preschool. And we're already friends on Facebook. And let's just say we're not friends. This could go either way. Either you're friends with them already on Facebook or you're not. You can find them and add them. Find Stephanie and add Stephanie as your friend. It doesn't matter. But what you're going to do when you reach out to Stephanie is you're going to do a little Facebook stalking. You're going to look up Stephanie, and you're going to look on her wall, on her Facebook, and you're going to find anything good going on in her life. You want to find the positives. Did she recently have kids? Did she graduate? Did she get a job promotion? Did she move? Anything that is relevant in her life that would make anybody happy. You want to point out. You want to be able to elaborate on that event. So what I do then in reaching out to somebody like Stephanie is I will take whatever was good in their life, whatever recently happened, and let me also say this is sincere. I'm not being fake. So if you don't like kids, it is not relevant to you whatsoever if you go ahead and say, oh, Stephanie, I see you have kids, they're beautiful. You want to be sincere. You want to be honest and forthright with her. So when you reach out to Stephanie, what I would do is I would say, hey, Stephanie, it's been so long since we've talked. I was just on Facebook and you popped up on my wall. What's been going on? I see that you recently had a couple kids and they're absolutely adorable. What else is new in your life? With that, Stephanie is going to be more inclined to respond to you. And she's going to be much more receptive of you. And any wall that was possibly there with Stephanie, you're going to break down. Stephanie is going to be much more engaged. Whereas, let's just say, instead you were to message Stephanie and not do your homework, and you just messaged her and you said, hey, what's up, Steph? if you didn't talk to Stephanie since preschool or high school, however long, if it's been a while since you've talked to her, she's probably going to think you're a little bit of a creep. She's going to be a little apprehensive to respond back to you. So you want to find something good that's going on so you can break down a wall. So that's exactly what you do. So in doing that then, you got the wall broke down. Now what? Shoot the breeze with her. Talk to her. Find out what's going on in her life. Danny Johnson likes to use the acronym of FORM. What I focus on FORM is the F, the O, and the R of FORM. The F stands for family, O stands for occupation, and R stands for recreation. So what that acts as is that acts as a guide. It gives you some kind of paper trail or some kind of trail to follow so that you have a standard for reaching out to somebody, because a lot of times people don't know how to correspond and interact with people anymore. So that gives you some framework. So like, for instance, so I'm talking with Stephanie. I'll ask her, how's your mom doing? How's your husband? I see you're married. When did you get married? You're asking all these things related to her family. That's the F part. The O part is occupation. So you might ask, what are you doing these days? Where are you working at? After you find out what they're doing, where they're working, or what they're going to school for, that could be the O as well, as an occupation. Once you find that out, you want to do something very vital. You want to ask, after you find out what their job is, what do you like most about that? What do you like least about that? With doing that, you're going to find out what her strengths are, what her weaknesses are, what her needs are, and then eventually you can come at Stephanie perhaps with a coaching opportunity based upon what she said in response to that. So then, after that, you're going to also ask, what do you like to do for fun? When you're not working, when you're not with the kids, how do you and your husband have a date night? What's your me time look like, Steph? After all said and done, after you've built up a nice little relationship with her, messaging and corresponding back and forth with her, you're going to end the conversation. You're not going to treat this like you're a Beachbody coach. You aren't coming at her to sell her anything. You are just building a relationship. Forget you're even a coach when you message people. Put that in the back of your mind. That's the last thing you're trying to do, is you're trying to sell or share or anything. You just want to build up a relationship here. And it should be important to advise as well that, there's going to come a time you're corresponding with somebody and they're going to say, well, what is it you're doing? What are you up to these days, Kelly? I like to say, oh, I'm running my own health and fitness business. I don't say I'm a Beachbody coach. I don't say I'm a coach because, one second, let me let my dog out. And I'm back. So, I do not say I'm a Beachbody coach, because if I were to say that, sometimes people have different ideas of what a coach is, and you're kind of pigeonholing yourself. Not that being a Beachbody coach is bad, because I'm a testament to how awesome it is, but you want to leave not so many cards on the table. So I say I'm a health and fitness coach. I'm planting a little seed that is going to go a long way. So, I don't elaborate it on, all that much. I kind of leave it on the table, by saying I'm a health and fitness coach, because then, that plants a seed. They can either go ahead and just take off with it. Oh my gosh, you're a coach? I need to lose weight. They could do that. Chances are they'll just say, oh, that's pretty cool, and then go on from there. But the fact of the matter is you planted a seed, and they're going to remember you. They're going to remember you the next time that they're gouging their face or gnawing down on some food that they shouldn't be eating, or when they step on the scale, or when they look in the mirror and they're not happy with themselves. They're going to think about you. So each little seed that you can plant as a Beachbody coach is important. To just be vague. That is my best opinion and advice, is I'm as vague as possible about my coaching experience. And so let's just say, for instance, let's just say you have a friend like Stephanie that I mentioned previously. Stephanie, is somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, and let's just say you've been coaching for a while and you never reached out to Stephanie, or you never reached out to anybody. You've never built a relationship with anybody, and you're trying your darnest to get people involved with what you're doing. You're trying to get people into the idea of these challenge groups that you're hosting, but nobody's biting on. Well, you'll find that that's not happening because you didn't do your homework first. You didn't do the necessary steps first. Let's just say, for instance, you're on Facebook and you post something up like, hey, anybody who's looking to get fit for spring, please message me. I have this new 21-day fitness and nutrition challenge group starting up. Please message me and I would be more than willing to help you. So say you do something like that, and your friend Stephanie, who you didn't reach out to, she's sitting around on her Facebook and she comes across this message, and she just got done just annihilating an entire thing of Oreos, and she's feeling pretty crappy about herself. She stumbles across this post and she thinks, oh, I could really use this opportunity, but they didn't, I haven't talked to them since preschool. They look like they're doing awesome. And look at me. They're just going to judge me. I don't want anything to do with that. People's brains work like that. Sadly enough, that is true. I know my brain used to work like that. So someone like Stephanie isn't going to reach out to you because she's going to see if you're doing your job, or, and you're doing the necessary 3 vital behaviors. She's going to see you posting about how healthy you are and all these different things you're doing to better yourself. And when she sees something like that, though, all these fears and doubts and all that kind of stuff is going to weigh on her mind. And she's not going to reach out to you because she's intimidated, and her self-esteem is very low. And the same can be said for a lot of men, too. They would be the same way. So she's not going to reach out to you. And what you posted is just going to be dead in the water to her. So it could go that way. But let's just say you do reach out to Stephanie and you've built a relationship with her. She knows that she can trust you. She knows that you're a cool person. So let's just say, you post up this thing on your Facebook, and Stephanie sees it. She just got done eating the entire thing of Oreos, and she's just feeling pretty low, and she stumbles across this, and she thinks, you know what? I'm going to do it. This is it. This is my chance. She might have passed on like 10 different times you posted something in the past, but the seeds you've been planting have worked. This seed is Stephanie's ticket. Stephanie is ready. Stephanie sees that and she's like, I'm doing it. I know I can trust Kelly. I know that she's got my back. She's chill. She's not going to judge me. She's not going to berate me or belittle me. This is it. I'm going to do this. So then Stephanie reaches out to you, or to me. So that's how it works. You got to build a relationship with people. You got to break down any barriers that they might have and let them know that you're cool. Let them know that you're not going to judge them. You're there for them. When you're reaching out and you're corresponding back and forth with people, you make the conversation all about them. It's not about you. You're not, elaborating about how beautiful your life is. You're not complaining. Certainly you're not complaining. You're not doing any complaining or talking anything negative. You are just listening. You are being ears to listen. People need that these days. Too much. People don't have people listening to them when they talk. So you are being somebody that they can relate to, and someone that they can trust, someone that they know that they can talk to. You want to be that person for people. You want to be that person who pleases people and shows people that they do have somebody to turn to. You want to be a friend. That is what you're looking to do when you invite people. You are looking for a friend. You're not looking to push anything on anybody. Certainly, though, if somebody does say, you're a health and fitness coach? Why don't you tell me more about that? Well, if that happens, let me know, and I can let you know how to engage in that kind of correspondence. But right out the gate, Anytime you're messaging somebody, you are just learning them. You are becoming friends with them, and that's all you're doing. You're not looking for a way to sell. You are not, I mean, this is relatable to any social media market, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you're on Instagram and you're kicking with somebody, which is Instagram's messenger, if you are talking to somebody, you're learning about them. You're asking them questions and you're not talking about yourself. That is along the lines of all social media, like I said. Doing this will get you success. You need to do this because it is vital in your success. So I'm going to go ahead, shut down this video, stick around for the second video in which I teach you how you are going to be a product of the product. Thank you.